Got this place to myself now. Control console might be in there. Okay. Time to crush those machines. The shuttle's caught up in those cables. I'm gonna have to climb the tower to find a way to disconnect them. How to get up the tower. Scanning with my focus could help here. Closer to the shuttle to detach the cables. Okay, the creaking doesn't sound good. I'm gonna have to detach those cables quick. should be the right spot. There. That connector's holding the cables together. It should break if I shoot it. One down. I just need to climb higher and detach the second set of cables. Scaling an ancient, rickety tower with killer machines waiting down below. Maybe Earl was right. But no turning back now. There. There's the other connector. This the hard way. I need to take this thing down to get to the data center. I should scan for weak spots. Okay, where's that weak spot? Watch out for that acid. Take this thing down fast. That maybe frost ammo. Or my focus might find something I can use around here. It's dead. Finally. The data center should be straight ahead. I guess Varl's gonna have to find another way there. Once I get the backup, I can reboot Gaia. Fix the system, heal the Blight. Restore Elizabeth's dream. But is it still there? Okay. I should find the server room. I'm close. I have to be. Please be here. It's here.
Gaia version 6.9. Initializing. Hello.
Hi. Elizabeth? Travis Tate.
Now, what's this we got here? A Farzan's conspiracy to steal a copy of Gaia? And her subordinate functions? Naughty, naughty. You want me to handle this, Liz? Blasphemers, brood of vipers, with a mighty hand I smite and pour troubles upon you. This ain't no copy of Gaia you stole, you losers. But it's the mother of all logic bombs. So good luck repairing your data. And next time you start thinking you can outsmart a tape, remember my salute.
Aloy? The goddess.
There is no goddess. I told you that already. That's not Gaia. It's not what I'm looking for. It's nothing but a fake.
I got it.
Varl, I'm sorry.
You have a sharp bite sometimes, you know? But it was pretty amazing to see you fly off that tower and blow up the entire basin.
The thing is, there's going to be more of that. I'm out of leads, Varl. But I have to keep searching. And fast, and whatever risks I have to take, I will. And it doesn't make sense to have someone with me. Someone who might get hurt. This is on me, Varl. Nobody else.
Hold on. Before, in Meridian, you said there was a man who helped you. Silence. You said you used to talk to him a lot about things you discovered from the old world, things no one else understands. And he gave you the lance you used to defeat Hades.
He's gone, Varl. I haven't heard from him since the battle against Hades.
Sure, but Spy Master Murad back in Meridian, he's good at finding people, isn't he?
Varl,
come on, it might work. Plus, you'll get to see some friendly faces again.
Okay. I guess it's worth a shot.
We've got a long walk ahead.
Actually, I've got a better idea.
Son, it's true.
She's come back.
Bless us. The savior of Meridian has returned.
You earned this welcome. You saved them.
Not yet.
In the name of the Sun King of Vard, a royal welcome for the champion.
Make way.
Murad, Aloy has an urgent matter to discuss.
Dashane, that makes two of us. I've sent forth hunters for weeks, to Sunfall all the way to the Sacred Land, searching for you. Something happened at the Spire. Come. I'll show you. Watch your step. You saved us all, to be sure, but we're still cleaning up the mess. It happened right after the solstice. We were able to explain it away, thank the sun. Otherwise, it might have caused a panic. One night, for less than half a minute, it glowed an angry red. From Meridian, it looked like a trick of the light. But those who were closer, atop the light, said it could not have been a reflection. Much to my dismay, they said the light rose up from the tower's base. From that, we left everything just as it was.
What do you think happened?
I don't know. The Spire's supposed to send out signals, messages, for the terraforming system.
But Hades tried to use it to wake up ancient war machines.
I was sure I got the connection to that thing. Wait here while I check it out.
Let us know what you find.
I've got a bad feeling about this. I don't know. Looks the same as before. Is that a statue of me? That's new. I guess I should be flattered by the statue. It feels wrong. Especially when my job's only half done. Machine carcasses. Remnants from the Battle of the Elite. We were almost overrun by the machines Hades controlled. But we pushed through. Honoring those who fell in the Battle of the Elite. Lots of brave people defended this place from Hades.
Sister! Over here!
Really wrecked this place.
Ah, finally!
By the forge. It's her.
You're the talk of the town. A hero.
await your findings, champion.
I could pull this thing out of... What? Transmission. No, he wouldn't. He couldn't. Something was transmitted from the top of the spire. I guess I have to find a way up there. Maybe I can jump to that ledge behind me. There we go. Now, how to cross over to the spire. Should be able to get up there now. I thought Silence was helping me when he gave me his lance. But it looks like he tricked me. It transmitted something through the spire. Did he save Hades? Why would he do that? Well, if I can figure out where he sent it, I can track him down. Hopefully the transmission note at the top will tell me. Well, it doesn't look like I can keep climbing this way. Looks like this panel's ajar. Can I go up through the inside? An elevator? Let's see.
Access lift activated.
Lucky day.
Engaging maintenance configuration.
The whole thing is opening up. Wonder what the Karja will make of this. There's the note. Sword of the Far West. Bastard.
Well, Aloy, I see you finally figured it out. To be honest, I'm surprised it took you so long to discover my ruse.
You rigged the lance to steal Hades. How could you be so reckless?
Reckless? You're the one who tried to purge Hades before its precious knowledge could be extracted. The mysterious signal that woke it, for example. Or why obtain one of those Gaia backups you've been having such a hard time finding?
If you knew, why didn't you just tell me?
I've been having problems of my own these past 6 months, Aloy. The difference is, I've made progress. So once your anger at my entirely necessary deception has faded, why don't you come out here and find me in the Forbidden West and learn all that I've discovered?
Oh, I'll come find you, all right.
Yes. Well, the coordinates should make it simple enough. Even for you.
God! There's no other choice. Better let Varl and Murad know what I found.
You went inside it, and it transformed. Almost like the day of the battle.
I can only be grateful that it's a stormy day. Few will have seen the tower change from Meridian. What did you discover?
Hades. The danger didn't end here. It went into the Forbidden West. And I have to follow.
I see. That can be difficult. The West is called Forbidden for a reason. A tribe of ferocious warriors controls much of it, the Tenakth, and they allow no trespassers past its border. That said, under the Sun King of Ard, a fragile peace has been negotiated, and indeed, the next embassy will take place in a day or two on the edge of the frontier. Were you to attend the gathering under his auspices, the Tenakth might grant right of passage, instead of hunting you and attacking on sight.
Great, just what I need. More killers.
The Sun King.
Aloy, it's good to see you. You left in such haste. We never had a chance to properly thank you.
Can we show the champion the spear now? Please?
Itamin, quiet.
It's true. We bear gifts. Decorum usually calls for a ceremony of offering at the palace. But I thought you would prefer a less formal occasion. Bring them, please.
Avad, this is all very kind, but Who's it? Vanasha.
Quick. Better hand them over before she runs off again.
Really? Must you?
Try it on.
It's beautiful.
On behalf of all the citizens of the Sundom, may these tokens remind you of our eternal gratitude.
Perhaps you'd like to spend more time with your friends. Come speak to me when you're ready to depart.
I need to attach the master override to my new spear. Should be a workbench around here I can use.
The sculptor wanted something even bigger, twice the size, covered in gold and jewels. But I was quite certain you wouldn't appreciate that.
You were right. I'm sorry, Avad. It's good to see you, but I can't stay long.
I see. I'd hoped you'd remain in the city for a time. Perhaps at the palace.
Meridian's still in danger, but it's bigger than that. To put things right, I have to go west. To Nox territory.
By the sun, that's a Noct? Well, perhaps Murad already told you, but After years of hostility, we've negotiated a truce, in hopes of a lasting peace. Another embassy will be held in just a day or two.
When you say years of hostility, I assume you mean the Red Raids?
Ah, yes. My favorite subject.
I wouldn't ask if I didn't need to know.
As you know, my father raided all the border tribes. Asurum, Banuk, and Nora suffered greatly. But none fought back like the Tanakh. They rose up and assaulted our western front at Barren Light. Getting them to talk to us again after that was...
What makes this
Well, just like today, it is special. Our delegation will meet with the Tanakh just outside Barren Light. We'll give them treasure, and they'll return a prisoner. For Shav.
soldier?
No. Not in this case. Fashav is He joined the Western expedition with the hopes of reigning in, but he was captured during a heroic and has been held ever since.
Itaman looks happy.
You got him out of Sunfall. Any happiness he has, he owes to you. He's turning into a fine young man.
Wouldn't the crown go to a son of yours?
Yes, well, I'd have to get married for that to happen. Murad keeps throwing noble, but I find I'm all... At any rate, I never aspired to the throne. When Itaman comes of age, I hope to step free of the crown. Perhaps even accompany you. One moment, Aloy. Since you left, I've thought of little else.
This isn't really the...
But it has to be. The way you left before, I'm not trying to stop you. Or hold you back. When your mission is over. Long enough for us to...
I do hope to see Meridian again, Avad. But... this mission... what happens after...
Well... know that you will all tend to your mission, Aloy.
Dowager Queen Nasadi.
Blessed champion. Itaman, what do you say?
My humblest thanks to you, great champion, for delivering my mother and me from Sunfall, and for defending our holy city against the forces of Shadow. Did I say right?
You said it fine, Itaman. And you're welcome.
Champion, will you teach me how to shoot like a real machine hunter?
Itaman.
I have to go on an important mission, Prince.
To save the world?
Something like that. But when I come back, I could give you a few tips. It would be an honor.
We owe you our lives, champion, and we will not forget. May the sun light your way.
Watch out for Thunderjaws, champion!
That's part of the Deathbringer we defeated. This machine was the last line of defense for Hades. It dragged the orb up here and then nearly killed me, but... it's just a piece of scrap now.
That's her, isn't it?
Yeah, you...
Can't let you go this way, Victor.
There. the workbench.
What is this?
Uthid, Vanasha. Thanks for being here.
Wouldn't miss it, even if you did leave us hanging after the big battle.
Vanasha, stop. She's here now, isn't she?
For the moment. But I see that look on her face. She's got business to attend to, and it isn't in Meridian.
You know, I didn't vanish before because I wanted to. I had...
No, Huntress. Please. You don't have to justify yourself to us. You saved our butts. If you've got to go, go. With our blessing.
Always.
You both look like you're...
Mr. Shiny Pants here is now the Sun King's senior military. That means people actually have to listen to him talk.
At least I say something.
What was that? I just fell asleep while you were...
And how about you, Vanasha?
I've been looking after Nasadi and Edaman. 2 parts bodyguard, 1...
Bad influence.
Huh. I was gonna say nanny, but I like...
It's been months since I was in Sunfall.
Huh. There were hardly any priests or officers left to terror.
Avad offered amnesty to all who were forced to serve the Shadow. So the commoners cleaned out the citadel and the Sundom was unified.
Avad wanted Uthid to take command of the... Rumor has it that he wanted to stay close to me.
That's not...
Well, I know. You're out. Go! Away with you.
Always an honor, champion.
Always a pleasure. But please, little Huntress, come back someday and tell us about your adventures. If I can't get in trouble, at least I can hear about yours.
Okay, master override installed. Plus, something new to store up and release energy. Resonator. Should help in a fight.
G'day!
Aloy, are you finished with your friends, or do you need more time?
I better get going. And if I'm headed west, it sounds like I'll need rite of passage from the Tenakth, as you said. Where exactly is this embassy going to be held?
Past the Daunt, the canyon that marks the western border of the Sundom. You'll find the fortress of Barren Light at its farthest edge. The embassy will take place just beyond its gates. It's a long march, a fortnight on foot.
A couple of days hard riding should get us there.
Actually, it might be better to rest here tonight. Head out in the morning.
Of course. I'll arrange it.
Am I the one to hold this crown of ash and salt? Their kindness calls to me. I have to block it out. My voice has grown so somber. These words don't seem like mine, but the iron won't subside. No matter what I try. Am I raindrops in the flood? In this emptiness, in the storm. If I falter, if I fall, the wave inside my soul carries all I know. Who can take my hand in the flood? Her voice calls me forth through darkness unknown. My heart with silence burns through solemnness and bone. The edge beyond the shore, this weight of root and rod. I long to reach the other, to find the path we lost. Am I raindrops in the flood? In this emptiness, in the storm. If I'm broken, if I'm torn, the wave inside my soul carries all I know. Who can take my hand in the
Sparks to steel. Never seen anyone use one of those to get around.
Is that how I get to Barren Light?
Yes, I mean usually, but not today. Not yet.
And why is that?
Well, the Daunt. The whole valley. It's infested with machines.
I can handle machines.
Oh, I'm sure you can, but I'm under strict orders not to operate until the whistle down at Chainscrape sounds the all clear.
Look, I didn't come all this way just to stand around and wait. I'll crank that car down myself if I have to.
Well, but then who would crank it back up? Fine, fine. Though, should anyone ask, it might be best to say you forced me.
I see smoke, but not a lot of activity.
Smoke's probably coming from something the machines wrecked. As for the quiet, well, there's a work stoppage in effect because of all the fuss.
What sort of machines are causing the trouble?
Nasty ones, and lots of them. Bristlebacks, they're called. Strangeness is, they're not native to the Daunt. Just showed up, all of a sudden.
No hunters to kill them?
Oh, we've got hunters, just none that want to cross Ulvund. Boss of Chainscrape. He is self-appointed. Work stoppage was his idea.
Yeah, well, I'm just passing through. Got an embassy to attend.
You should have said. That ain't gonna happen no time soon.
What are you talking about?
Hear that? That's your answer.
Who is that?
Karja Sun Priest. Cranked him down yesterday, about an hour before the machine trouble started. He's a very important man, or so he says. That embassy at Barren Light, he's the one supposed to run it.
Great.
If you don't do as I say immediately, the Sun King himself shall hear of your insolence. Thanks to you, I was forced to spend the night shivering in the tent. Exposed to attack, I might have died. Oh, me you refuse to transport, but not this... what? This Nora girl? This savage? Besides, scallywag.
Wadis. That's Aloy.
Studious Wadis.
Aloy, you know, savior of Meridian.
Really? Well, that lessens the insult, I suppose.
I came here for the embassy at Barren Light. Way I hear it, so did you.
Well, not with the valley infested. And so did Ahriman, proclaim the Sun Priests most precious and worthy of safekeeping. See, Scripture. I shall head to Barren Light when the captain of the Vanguard tells me the way is clear, and not a moment sooner.
Fine. Captain's a friend of mine, you know? Where is Erend? Wouldn't mind speaking to someone a little more action, a little less scroll.
Wadis.
Studious Wadis.
Studious Wadis sent Aaron and another vanguard out at daybreak to clear the way.
And so at daybreak...
Hey! Shh. Down the valley, then?
Yeah, said they checked the ruins on the left bank for tracks. Take it from there.
Okay. I hear there's a work stoppage. Any way to upgrade my gear?
I'll bet the smith in Chainscrape would let you use his workbench. As for the bristlebacks, you might want to craft some acid arrows. Hitting their canisters with those will take them down quick.
Thanks. I'll find Erend and I'll bring him back. Hey! Where do you think you're going?
What, to the top of the ridge? To wait in safety?
Sorry. Operator's under strict orders. No passengers till the whistle blows, right?
That's right. Best start cranking.
Why? Why?
Jorf, would you kindly escort Studious to Chainscrape and wait for me there?
You got it.
I will find Erend, and I will help clear a path. But after that, no more excuses. Barren Light. Embassy.
If such be the will of the sun.
It will be. Trust me. I gotta find Erend. But it might be good to hit Chainscrape first and upgrade my bow.
If you'll excuse me, I need to contemplate.
Get this turned into something tasty. Find this in my stash later. I can keep going. will do a lot of damage. Cauldrons could teach me how to override these machines. But where would they be? Those machines must have torn through this camp. This valley definitely isn't safe. Will make an interesting color for my armor. This place has seen better days. Some kind of device. The metal reflects the sun. Looks like some kind of lens. Guess I'll keep it for later. I don't think I can get past them. Guess I should leave it for now. Chain scrape. Drew said I could get my bow upgraded in there. Might be able to tinker with my other gear, too.
Outlander approaching. Is that the Savior? Welcome to Chainscrape, Savior.
Open up, guys. Jor's orders.
Good enough for me.
By the Forge.
Petra?
Aloy, what are you doing here? About time there was something worth looking at in this dump.
It's nice to see you, too.
And not a moment too soon. Come on. Damn brewery's the only thing I can count on in this place.
Yeah, I heard. Machines, work stoppage.
Oh, those are just the latest malfunctions. Chainscrape's always been a few tools short of a kit. And right there is the biggest tool of all.
Our land? Not our problem. The bristlebacks are everybody's problem.
Roland?
You've heard of him.
Yeah.
But he's a story best told over a cold beer.
Petra. I'm just passing through. I'm headed west.
Oh.
There's an embassy at Barren Light I need to make happen, and then I keep moving.
Ah, of course. Bigger gears to grind. Well, Flame Hair, good to see you. You've got to move on.
Petra.
But if you want a cold beer and a few laughs with an old friend, come find me at the brewery. Your choice.
Well, this Olvan guy sounds like trouble. Maybe Petra could use some support. But first things first, I need to find that workbench and upgrade my bow.
How am I supposed to work with a hammer in this?
Maybe finally someone who will outdrink.
So Oven blows that whistle, no one's working anyway.
Am I lost, or am I exactly where I'm meant to be? Pretty sure it's your turn. Your head on your back. In my round.
This should be useful. Now I just need to find Erend and help him clear the bristlebacks. Shop looks closed.
Yep.
Can I still use the workbench?
I ain't gonna stop you.
How goes it, Hammerhead? I'll come find you later. So, he asked, did you mean this?
With one hammer isn't gonna kill you.
Not again.
You're Nora, and I'm inebriated.
Never met a beer I didn't like. Or couldn't finish.
What happened to you?
That damn mine is what won't be the last injury if Olvin keeps...
What mine?
Northeast to Chainscrape. I told Corvin we should, but...
How about you slow down? You mentioned you were in...
Yeah. Corvin and the others were as soon as their blast hit. Might have dodged. We were pushing too...
And you're afraid
Mm-hmm.
How come Olvin's in charge? Don't these mines belong to the Karja?
Try telling Olvin that. He brought in all of... fire and spit.
Who's Corvin?
He's their foreman. The kind that knows how to deal with management when it gets unreasonable. But Olvin, Corvin's been doing his best to... He even blamed himself.
Sounds like a good...
That's why we all... But if the whole mine becomes... I'd rather suffer.
I could check in on your crew.
The more you say it, the more wrong it sounds.
We are on the same side here, Olin. The Bristlebacks threaten us all.
Oh, drop the act. What do you want, my dear Magistrate? If you want that whistle, all you have to do is have your soul and sign the concession. Face it.
Hi.
Savior, what auspicious timing. Might we discuss a matter of importance?
We might.
Very well.
So,
maybe.
I've heard many tales of your beauty and heroics, my fierce lady warrior. Olfant Freeholder, at your service. So, what could have dragged you away from the fine silks and wine of Meridian to this smudge of a settlement? Your saviorly attention must be needed elsewhere.
I'm here for the embassy and...
The embassy? Why, by the forge. Ah. Greater gears for greater matters. Guess that means you'll be moving on.
Once I've dealt with any problems around here that need my saviorly attention.
Ah, the Bristlebacks, of course. Got to get rid of them if you want that embassy to take place. Well, let's get to it, hey? And off you go.
Not so fast. You don't seem to have a high opinion of the magistrate?
Well, I refuse to play when my fellow laborers are being intimidated.
How noble of you.
Noble? Ha! Nobody handed me anything. Everything I've achieved, I've done on my...
And where...
The, burden of leadership forced me to... The Karja risk nothing, while demanding that someone had to step up.
You ordered the...
Indeed I did. We're laborers, not soldiers. Until the Karja clean up them, I'm not risking Osseram lives.
Fair deal.
It's not my decree. It's on behalf of all who do all the backbreaking work, while only the Karja... All we're asking for is the ability for a land worked by...
Right.
Only an amount appropriate to my...
If Chainscrape is on Karja...
The sensibilities of... You think a Karja can head the... Ah! The magistrate can barely...
So you have no real authority then? People...
Anyone who has followers has authority. I mean, and it's honest folk know I'm in
You said you founded...
Practically founded, I said. I alone saw its potential. I invested in the mine, convinced some friends back home to do the same, and you could say Chainscrape is what it is.
Oh, so you're not just standing around and...
Not at all. Sure, but my main priority, as it was, is to look after the well-being.
Where's the whistle?
Right in the middle. But with the threat out there, I'm not in...
I'm going to clear out the bristle, and when I'm done,
If that's what it takes.
I need to blow the whistle. Better see what that Karja magistrate wanted. I bet he's in the tavern. You wanted to speak to me?
Well, you know, but not just against me. Name's O'Dirk. This best place to practice close. Say, you, the savior of Meridian, champ.
Who?
The Enduring. I've heard the Tanakh have training pits just like this one. It's how the warriors, and only the very best from the pits get.
So, to find the Enduring...
You'll have to go far if you do. 3 clans, 3 capitals. My guess is you'd have to, if the Tanakh don't kill you on sight, that is. But that's a far spot. I also
Who would I be fighting?
Well, I know you're this, but you have to beat all the others. We only use dual blades. These drunken fools would run. You'll have to leave everything but your spear and practice arrows at the... But I'll look after your gear. So...
I might be.
That's what I like.
Looking sharp as ever.
All attacks are fast, but easily blocked. So learn to combine them with other attacks.
Don't blow your Not again.
The attacks break weapon blocks and do more damage. But they're slow, so your opponents might counterattack.
See you up and about.
Attacks smash weapon blocks to really hammer an enemy with damage. But they're slow and leave you vulnerable, so pick your moment.
Savior, thank you for taking the time, and my condolences that you had to endure.
I've dealt with worse.
The idea that the Karja purposely let bristlebacks, it's completely absurd. But the louder and longer he's, the more support he'll get for it.
How did the bristle...
No one knows for sure. But unless they have wings I don't know about, I don't see how they could have come over.
No other way in.
The only way I know about is look. If you can help me shut Ulvund up.
What is this
He wants the Sundom to designate portions of the Daunt as Osir. Only the portions, mind you, that produce any value.
Let me guess. Because he stands...
Exactly. With the Daunt under he could secure more investment.
He can't get those investments without...
No. Not while there's a chance. Hence, why the concession is so, and why blaming the Karja.
How does blaming the Karja for the bristle...
Look around. This may be the Sundom, but... Chain scrape is all claiming that the Karja loosed the bristlebacks in order Oseram laborers into obedience. Well, let's just say no one. And with the bristlebacks bringing work, Ulvund has plenty of time to.
And if the Oseram refuse to work, unless the concession is
correct, the reconstruction of Baron.
How did
I asked for the overseeing the entire? It was an honor.
But your job would be a lot easier, like Ulvund blast.
Ulvund's not. He's been around longer than I have. I'll find a way. I have to.
How does blaming the
Look around. This claiming that the Oseram well, and with the Ulvund has.
And if the Osir.
Correct. The
You said the bristleback.
Yes, according to what said the ground. He took off and ran.
Good place to start looking.
If you learn the truth, maybe Ulvund will stop blaming the. And maybe then he'll.
That's right. That was gonna get me too.
Hey, Mildef. I took some of your stew last time I went into the wild. Kept me going for a week. Felt like I could have put a strider. Enjoy it while it lasts.
Sounds like you're serving up some impressive provisions here.
Not again. You can have the discount too, but you'll have to come back later.
I think you...
Oven didn't send you?
No.
Oh, my apologies. Now I've even worn out my special grill. Since I'm in the midst of a crisis, perhaps you could skip to what it is you wanted?
Some of your food?
Of course.
Are Ulvund's people?
Oh, yeah. They can't, but the equipment I need to make my signature. And don't get me started on the Ulvund discount they feel so entitled to.
And if you...
I make meals.
Are Ulvund's people...
Oh, yeah. But the equipment I need... And don't get me...
And if...
I make meals.
How did you end up...
Heard about a new one up... Where there's a town, there's a tavern. So I got my... Some of these people had never tasted... Anyway, next thing I knew, people kept coming back.
Your last customer meant where I'm headed. I could use...
I would be happy to oblige.
But
my special groove griddle is no more. Without it, I can't cook. I hate to think what'll happen when I'm... Even if I already have... Unless...
What do you need?
For the ingredients. I'd say a big handful of... As for the griddle, until I can have a new one for... You'd likely find one in the scrounger pile. Don't worry, I'll clean it. You'll have no issue finding boars, and assuming you're as much a hunter...
Thanks, Mildef.
So that's...
And don't let any...
If you say so.
Already got enough bitter leaf. Just need to hunt for some wild meat and grab a metal panel from the scrounger pile.
No one wants come to revel in.
I was just
first time. Well, aren't I got an extra set? Tonight. Sit. I'll run you through it, and I'll give you something special if you win it on my. All right, let's start off simple. The Tanakh like to say that Machine Strike is a game of pure strategy. We each get a set, and each machine is worth a different. And to win the game, it can be tricky remembering the details, so we use these notes to keep track of them. You see, that there is how many victory points you'll get for destroying that machine. Notes also tell you how far a piece can move, how powerful their attacks are, the distance they can strike from, and of course, their health. Okay, that's enough for now. Let's just play. I own the board, so I get to choose who goes first. Since this is your first time, usually you get to choose which pieces to set on the... Pick up that machine piece to your right. And remember, each machine, take a look at your notes if you need a reminder. Easy enough, huh? Now. Perfect. There's not much else to do for now, so we're forging onwards. Let me move my pieces here. And we're back to you. This time, why don't you try with that machine on... Now move the piece close enough to when performing an attack, you'll be testing your machine's combat. A machine's combat power is a combination of the terrain your machine is standing on and its own attack. This board only has grassland terrain and your current machine. So in total, since my machine isn't the one attacking, and just like your machine, it's not. So right now, this means your machine can do... Did you get all that? Knew you were a smart... Finish up by not pulling any punches. Now grab that second machine. See how your machine can't move close enough to attack mine? You can make your machine sprint. That lets it move one space further. Try it out. If you sprint, you'll be... Try sprinting up to one of my machines. Downside to sprinting is that your machine can no longer attack. Now, some players like to take a risk. Overcharging lets you attack, but it will damage your machines, so use it your own. Let's try doing that now. See. That's about it for your turn then. Now, I'll let you in on a neat trick. That machine of yours, the one closest to me, grab a... Same as in the wilds, machines have both armored points and weak points. You can see them marked on the pieces. Blue shows where their armor is thickest. Hit them there and you'll... Now, red shows the machine... Here, let me show you. Now let that machine have it. Off the board she goes, and there's your first victory points. You don't have 7 of them yet, so let's keep going. Your machine attacked my... Go ahead and move downwards towards my... You've already attacked a machine and moved your piece, but if you... And by the look of your machine, you'd be sacrificing your piece, but sometimes overcharge your machine. Ain't that a thrill? Now, we both get the Good news is, you're gonna receive your victory, which means you can reach the covet. That's why sometime now. But that means that wasn't so hard. Just remember, you'd be surprised the advantage. I know it saved my behind in a game or two. Oh, these are all my spare pieces. It's a small set to be sure, but it should be. You might even fancy looking out for. They've got all kinds, though they'll need the right material. Or you might know I've lost my fair share of pieces after night brew hopping. No need to thank me. Always a pleasure to help out. Now, if you feel like playing, I could even teach you a few. Thanks. I knew I'd make a strike player out of. How about this time I tell you, this one's got all the different terrains you can encounter. Knowing when and how to use them can mean the terrain mainly, as you know, when you compare it's the higher your machine's combat power. So finding the right terrain is an essential. Here, I'll show you. Grab that piece to your left and move to attack. Now let's combat power is and the value of the terrain since your machine is attacking, it's also standing on 4. Add those together and your machine has my machine is standing on grassland terrain. It's also not attacking, which means so my combat, this means your machine. Go ahead and test it out. There you go. Now, choosing the right terrain doesn't just improve your it can also help grab your other piece and place it in. Since your machine is attacking, it's standing on grass. This means your machine's combat power adds up to 2 points. But they have the higher. They're standing on forest terrain, which is worth 1 point. This means Now, the front of my machine is colored blue. This means that the spot you're about to attack, which means my machine gets an extra. If we compare the combat power, you'll see that you won't be able. Whenever you're unable, you can still choose to. Go ahead, try it out. See? When you break a machine's defenses, you can knock it back. Sure, both are, but knocking my machine off that terrain makes it more vulnerable. Not only that, if my machine had been, it would have received an extra point of damage. And if my machine had been blocked, that machine would have received damage. That's why breaking a to deal damage to useful, right? There's still one more thing. All right, as we've seen, the higher the terrain, the more it'll add to your machine's combat power. However, this is what we call a chasm. Only flying machines can, but it'll take away 2 combat points if you. This is marsh terrain. Landing on it will take away 1 combat power point. It'll also keep your machine. Here, let me show you. Grab that machine. See? All you can do now is wait for your next turn to move again. Or you can still attack any nearby. Well, I promise it'll all. Here for more tips? Why don't I tell you a bit more about In a normal game, you get to choose which machines you place on the board. Each one is worth it, and you can spend up to 10. Knowing what each machine building an army that matches your strat is the key to when assembling your army. First and foremost, you can never have more than 4 of the same machine. With that in mind, how far they can move, but a real strike player will. Let's take a quick look, shall we? All right, let's talk about the different ways. In other words, if you look at your notes, you'll see you can also tell by the shape of the base the piece stands on. A melee type machine attack. We've seen this plenty of so just move. Great, now grab your. Looks like we've got ourselves a gunner type. This means they'll only hit. Let's move that machine forward and end your turn so we can take a look at the rest. Let's go with this. This is a ram type machine. Attack an enemy with it like this. See, now my machine has taken over your machines. This is your opponent. Looks like we have one more. Now this is a beauty of a piece. When it attacks, it'll move to every machine in its path. So make sure you take a good look at. You should also make sure it's otherwise you won't. Here, I'll show you. Look, it even rotated your piece. A nifty little piece you'll definitely want in your set. If you look at your notes, you'll notice this particular machine has one. There's quite a few of those, but I'm pretty sure it's got. Oh, I think that about does. Here we go. That's it for me. Time to get serious. Board's all yours. Time to make my move. Looks like you're down to one piece. Well, that's done now. Okay, let's see. Oh, I won! Probably shouldn't sound so surprised, huh? Good luck. Your turn. My turn. Your move, Red. I'm up. Gotta say, your odds aren't good, Red. Knocked right off the board. That's the game. You up for a rematch? The Tanakh flag to win the game, you'll need to gain 7. It can be so. You see that there is how many victory. No help the and okay, that I also usually pick up. Remember. Oh, guess you're done, huh? This is gonna be fun. You're up, Red. Time to make my move. That's it for me. Time to get serious. Your turn. One less piece on the board. Okay, let's see. Guess luck's not on your side today, Red. Let's do this! You're up, Red. My turn. Board's all yours. Just one piece left. That was brutal. Hey, I like that piece where it was. You got me, fair and square. Let's play. I'm up. Your move, Red. I'm up. You're up, Red. Off the board it goes. Well, that's done now. Your move, Red. You're just hammering down on my pieces now. Yikes. I better step up my game. Knocked right off the board. Off the board it goes. That's it for me. That was a surprise. My turn. One less piece on the board. I won! Oh, but I'll play you again if you want. This is gonna be fun. Board's all yours. Time to get serious. Your turn. Okay, let's see. That was brutal. That's it for me. Time to make my move. Sometimes I surprise even myself. Oh, I won! Probably shouldn't sound so surprised, huh? Here we go. Your move, Red. Time to make my move. You're up, Red. Knocked right off the board. Board's all yours. I was hoping you wouldn't do that. One less piece on the board. Well, that's done now. Okay, let's see. Off the board it goes. Your turn. Now that was a game, even if I lost. Good luck. My turn. Board's all yours. I'm up. That was brutal. You're up, Red. That was brutal. Armor is your best friend in this game, I'm telling you. Time to get serious. That's it for me. Well, that's done now. One One less piece on the board. Your move, Red. Off the board it goes. Knocked right off the board. Time to get serious. Your turn. You got me down to one piece. I am impressed. Time to make my move. Just one piece left. That sure dampens the forge. I won! Oh, but I'll play you again if you want. Let's play. I'm up. Your move, Red. Okay, let's see. Board's all yours. My turn. That was brutal. Your turn. Off the board it goes. One less piece on the board. You're up, Red. Hey! Oh, that was the perfect spot. Okay, let's see. That's it for me. I'm up. You're up, Red. Time to make my move. Well, that's done now. Knocked right off the board. Time to get serious. That's the game. You up for a rematch? Let's do this. That's it for me. My turn. Board's all yours. My turn. Your turn. I'm up. Your move, Red. Time to get serious. Your turn. Oh, seriously? Okay, let's see. That's it for me. One less piece on the board. Time to make my move. You're up, Red. I'm up. Knocked right off the board. Your move, Red. That was brutal. Okay, let's see. Board's all yours. Well, that's done now. Time to get serious. That's it for me. Well, that's done now. Ah, looks like I lost. Let's play. Board's all yours. Time to make my move. Your turn. My turn. That's how you do it. Ah, off the board it goes. One less piece on the board. Time to make my move. That was brutal. Your move, Red. Knocked right off the board. Okay, let's see. You're up, Red. My turn. Knocked right off the board. That's it for me. One less piece on the board. Time to get serious. Your move, Red. That was brutal. That one hurt. Well, spark my forge. You have beaten me on every one of my boards. Now that deserves a prize, I say. I'll see you later, Aloy.
Hey, so good back.
I'll be here if you change your mind.
There. That should be enough wild meat for Milduf.
Never fear, my lady. You have found it.
Almost ready to go? What?
Picture of this. It's a dead machine. It must be a bristleback. Maybe Erend took it down? soaked with acid. Did the bristlebacks do? Bristlebacks must have got these Oseram. I hope Erend and the other Vanguard are okay. It's green like blaze, but it's hard and shiny. I don't know if merchants would be interested. I'll have to find a cauldron out here to learn how to override that. Take this to a dyer later. Coming from where Arnav said I'd find his crew. This must be the mine Arnav told me about. It looks like the miners are in trouble.
Floods, burrowers, havens.
That looks like the foreman Arnav mentioned. Corvind? Arnav said...
Not now.
Easy. What happened?
Some of my guys are still...
You've done enough. Are you hurt?
I'm...
I need to know
New veins in the...
how many are still Corvin. I'll do what I can. Gotta find those 2 miners. Quick.
Hello? Can anyone hear me?
The miners. One of them doesn't look too good.
I think...
Are you okay?
Who are you?
Corvin sent me. Are you hurt?
My leg. I was a little too close to the blast.
What happened?
We were blasting in the farthest tunnel, but the scaffolding didn't hold. It collapsed. I think it blocked the drainage shaft. Water started flooding the place as quick as I drink ale. I barely managed to drag us here.
So something's keeping the water inside the tunnels.
What are you thinking?
I've got an idea. Are there more explosives?
Are you crazy?
Yeah, she'll still be some up top, but you'll need these fuses.
Are you crazy?
You can't move, and I'm not leaving you here. It's not like she can make things worse.
Don't go anywhere. I need to find whatever's blocking that drainage shaft and blow it sky high. Hopefully without bringing the mine down on top of me. Almost there. Made it. There's the debris blocking the shaft. If I can reach those explosives up on that track, maybe I can blast through the blockage. Maybe I can slide past unnoticed. Find a cauldron to learn how to ride machines. I should follow those tracks. See if they lead to the explosives. find a way up to those explosives. Get this from my stash when I need it. Not hooking onto that. Let's see where this leads. There's the explosives, up on the track. I just need to get across somehow. I'll dry off, eventually. Trick. Ah, guess that got its attention. Let's go check on those miners.
She's so dead.
We don't know that. You did it.
I thought you blew yourself up.
Are you two okay from here?
I can get this idiot down. Don't you worry. Thanks, kid.
Better let Corvin know his men are all right. I found the two you mentioned. They're safe, but could probably use a hand. Is that everyone?
It is. I dread to think what would have happened if you hadn't shown up.
I knew we were blasting too much, but the man who staked the claim here, Ulvund, he kept pushing and pushing me. I tried to shield my crew from his
constant demands every damn day. I should have been stronger.
You were there for your crew when they needed you. That counts for something.
Ulvan can threaten me all he wants. I am not letting my people back into those mines.
Will you be all right?
Yes. I can take it from here. You are owed, Huntress. Thank you, Huntress.
Ulvan's name
I'll
keeps
see the
coming
last
up,
two make it out.
and it's never good. Sooner... Later, someone's gonna have to deal with him.
Thank you, Huntress. I'll see the last two make it out. Thank you, Huntress. I'll see the last two make it out.
Ready for anything now? Pain subsiding.